Hi, my name is Kevin Zoe, and this is the video for my 15.112 term project for spring 2015. My project is titled Mappy, and what it is it's a force-based graph data visualization tool. And what that means is that it takes any sort of data that can be represented as a graph, which is just a bunch of nodes that are connected by edges, and it uses a physics engine to create a visualization to help the user understand the relationship between different data points. So here we can see a graph, and just a bunch of nodes that are all connected by edges. In this case, I just have a bunch of names. Like this can represent friendships or people who know each other. So right now we have all these people, but let's say that these represent like Facebook profiles. So one thing that you can do in Mappy is you can edit the size of each node. So I can go to Edit Node, and I want to change the size. And let's say the size in this case represents the number of Facebook friends you have. So say John, super popular, he has like 500 friends, and everyone else has 100, which is what they started with. So we can see that John gets bigger here. And that does affect the physics. We can see that this thing that used to be a square is no longer exactly a square because John is like pushing these people out more than he was before. And aside from editing just the nodes, we can also edit the edges. So we can say we want to edit the edge between John and Jill. We can give it a different thickness. We can customize the thickness, and in this particular case, I decided to think of it as the number of mutual friends that they had. So say John and Jill hang out with a lot of the same people, so they have 100 mutual friends, whereas these ones are all just one. So we can immediately see that the edge gets much thicker, and John and Jill get pulled much closer together. So we can see that these are closely related. These are a little bit more spread out. Say we want to add someone else to the picture. Let's add someone called Matt, and let's say he has 200 friends. So we can see that Matt gets put into the visualization, and because he doesn't actually know anyone at this point, he gets pushed off to the side. Let's say he's friends with Annie. We can add an edge with Annie, and it'll rearrange the visualization based off that. And so we can see how all this data is related, and how it rearranges. We can just like play with it, drag stuff around to see how it arranges itself. And say like I don't really care about Jill anymore. Sorry, Jill. I can get rid of her. If I don't think she's relevant to my data, I can get rid of her. And we can see that the data again rearranges itself. So we can see these people are grouped together. John doesn't actually have any connections with these people anymore, so he gets pushed off to the side. And if we want to just like randomize it a bit, we can click Shake It Up, and it just applies a little bit of force to every single node, and we can just see how it moves around. And so say we're in the middle of a project with this data, and we want to save it and come back to it later. We can export it. So let's just find some place to put it. Let's call this Friends 3. So I can save it as a file. And I want to come back to it later. I can open it with import. So I want to go to this. So this is the data that I originally started out with. As you can see, it looks like this. And you can look at other stuff. Like, I don't know, Friends 2 is a different rearrangement that I came up with. Like you have Peter here, who wasn't there before and stuff. And different levels of thicknesses of things. And so you can notice that the graph does jitter a lot. So if we want to fix this, we can press Control P to pause the animation, and we see a nice still picture. And we want to press Control G to resume the animation so that it can rearrange itself. Another thing that we can do in Mappy is we can colorize it. We can colorize it in order to help us just to visualize things. So you can change the node colors. You can change the color of the text here. You can go to settings and also change like the background color. Say I want this to be like light blue. You can change the background to be light blue just for visual sake. And we can do a lot of things with all this data and just use it to see how it rearranges itself and seeing all the relationships between different nodes on this. So those are all the main features of Mappy. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.